Good morning. I'd like to discuss our budget for the upcoming quarter. Any thoughts on where we should start?
Morning. Sure, let's begin with last quarter's expenses. Do you have the report?
Yes, I've got the report right here. Our expenses have increased significantly.
That's concerning. Can you break down the major expense categories for me?
Of course. The biggest portion went to salaries and benefits. We also spent a lot on marketing campaigns.
I see. Did we overspend in any specific areas, or was it across the board?
It was somewhat across the board, but travel expenses were higher than expected due to the conference.
We need to address that. What about revenue? Did it meet our projections?
Unfortunately, revenue fell short. Sales were lower than anticipated, especially in the European market.
That's not good news. We'll need to strategize on how to boost sales in Europe. Any ideas?
I'm thinking we could invest more in local marketing campaigns and explore new partnerships.
Agreed. Let's also review our current advertising strategies to optimize our budget.
Absolutely. We should consider reallocating some funds from underperforming areas to high-potential markets.
That makes sense. What about our overhead costs? Any opportunities for reduction?
Our office space costs are high. We could explore downsizing or negotiating a better lease.
Good point. And what about technology expenses? Are we utilizing our resources efficiently?
We might be overspending on software licenses. We should conduct a usage analysis.
Sounds like a plan. Let's schedule a meeting with the IT team to discuss this.
Agreed. Now, about our cash flow. It's been tight. Any concerns?
Yes, we need to manage our cash flow more effectively. How's our accounts receivable?
We have some overdue payments. I'll follow up with clients to expedite collections.
Great. And what about accounts payable? Are there any outstanding bills we can delay?
I'll review our payables and negotiate extended terms where possible.
Excellent. That should help us free up some cash. Now, let's talk about capital expenditures.
We have some upcoming projects. We should prioritize based on their potential ROI.
Agreed. We must invest where it matters most. Can you provide a list of these projects?
I'll compile the list and send it to you by the end of the day.
Perfect. Let's also consider cost-cutting measures like renegotiating supplier contracts.
That's a good idea. We should explore every avenue to improve our financial situation.
Absolutely. Our goal is to get back on track and ensure long-term stability.
I couldn't agree more. It's crucial to have a solid financial plan moving forward.
Let's set up a regular budget review meeting to track our progress and make adjustments.
That's a wise move. With a proactive approach, we can steer the company in the right direction.
Precisely. I appreciate your dedication to improving our financial health.
Thank you. It's a team effort, and together, we'll overcome these challenges.
Indeed, together we will. Let's get to work on those action items.
Absolutely. I'll start working on the budget reallocation proposal right away.
And I'll gather data for our upcoming meeting with the IT team. Thanks for this discussion.
Thank you for your insights. Let's make our next quarter better than the last.
Good morning. We need to discuss our client presentation. Do you have the latest updates?
Morning. Yes, I've reviewed the content. We should emphasize key points and data.
Agreed. Let's start with the agenda. Is it clear and structured?
It's well organized, but we could add a brief overview slide at the beginning.
That sounds good. What about the client's expectations? Any specific concerns?
They want detailed market analysis. We should incorporate charts and graphs for clarity.
Excellent. And the team's roles during the presentation. Are they defined?
Yes, everyone knows their part. We'll practice to ensure a smooth flow.
Practice is crucial. Let's schedule a rehearsal for the day before.
I'll arrange that. What about visuals? Are we using engaging visuals?
We could use more images and less text. Keep it visually appealing.
Noted. How about the client's questions? Are we prepared for any?
We should anticipate potential questions and prepare concise answers.
Agreed. We'll create a list of FAQs to cover during the presentation.
Perfect. Now, timing is crucial. Are we sticking to the allocated time?
We'll stay within the time frame to respect the client's schedule.
Good. Let's also discuss the room setup. Is it conducive to our presentation?
I'll visit the venue in advance to ensure everything is in order.
Great. And what about backup plans? Do we have one in case of technical issues?
We'll bring a backup laptop and printouts, just in case.
Smart. Now, let's talk about engagement. How do we plan to engage the client?
We'll encourage questions and discussions throughout the presentation.
Excellent. And after the presentation, what's our follow-up strategy?
We'll send a thank you email and share any additional information they request.
Good morning. Let's begin our weekly team update. How are things progressing on your end?
Morning. Things are going well. I'll start with the marketing updates.
Great. Any significant developments or achievements to highlight?
Yes, our social media engagement increased by 20% this week. Our latest campaign contributed to it.
That's impressive. What's our plan to maintain this momentum?
We'll continue to create engaging content and monitor trends for opportunities.
Good strategy. Now, on to the sales team. How are the numbers looking?
Sales are steady, but we're exploring new lead generation tactics to boost growth.
Excellent. Keep me updated on any promising leads or potential partnerships.
Will do. Moving on to the product team. We're making progress on the new app.
That's exciting news. When can we expect a prototype or demo?
We're aiming for a demo in 2 weeks. Development is on track.
Perfect. Our clients are eager to see it. Next, any HR updates?
We're finalizing interviews for the open positions. Should have new hires soon.
Great news. A growing team is essential for our expansion plans. Any challenges?
We've had some issues with remote onboarding, but we're streamlining the process.
Good to hear you're addressing challenges. Finally, finance. How's our budget?
Budget-wise, we're on track. Expenses are well within the approved limits.
That's reassuring. Keep a close eye on expenses, especially with new hires coming.
Will do. Now, let's discuss upcoming deadlines and priorities.
Absolutely. What are our top priorities for the upcoming week?
We need to finalize the marketing campaign for the new app launch.
Agreed. That's crucial. What about the product team's milestones?
They need to complete the prototype, and we'll begin user testing.
Fantastic. Sales should focus on nurturing leads in preparation for the launch.
Yes, they're aligning their efforts with the product team's timeline.
Good coordination. HR should expedite the hiring process to meet our growth goals.
We're doing our best to expedite without compromising quality.
Excellent. And finance should continue to monitor expenses closely.
We'll provide regular updates to ensure we stay within budget.
Perfect. It seems we're all on the same page. Good morning. It's time for our quarterly performance review. How do you feel about the past quarter?
Morning. Overall, it was a positive quarter, but there were some challenges we need to address.
I agree. Let's start with the positives. What were the highlights?
Sales increased by 15%, exceeding our target. Customer satisfaction also improved.
That's great news. What factors contributed to the sales boost?
We launched a new product line, and our marketing efforts were successful.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned challenges. What were they?
We faced supply chain disruptions that delayed product delivery, and there were some quality control issues.
I see. How did we handle these challenges, and what's the plan moving forward?
We improved communication with suppliers and implemented stricter quality checks. We'll continue monitoring and make adjustments.
Good proactive measures. What about our financial performance?
Profits increased, but expenses also rose due to unexpected challenges.
We should review our budget and see where we can optimize.
Agreed. We'll identify areas for cost savings. Now, regarding our team, morale is high.
That's important. Happy teams are productive teams. Any specific initiatives that boosted morale?
We introduced flexible work hours and recognized outstanding contributions.
Those are great initiatives. Keep fostering a positive work environment.
We will. Now, looking ahead to the next quarter, what are our goals?
Let's maintain sales growth, resolve supply chain issues, and enhance product quality.
And we should optimize our expenses while investing in team development.
Good strategy. How about our marketing efforts? Any changes?
We'll continue successful campaigns and explore new digital marketing channels.
Excellent. And for customer satisfaction, how do we plan to sustain the improvement?
We'll gather feedback regularly and address any concerns promptly.
Good morning. We need to make a collective decision today. Let's discuss the options on the table.
Morning. What's the first option we should consider?
Option 1 is to expand our product line. It could open new revenue streams.
That's intriguing. What's the second option?
Option 2 is to focus on improving our current products and customer support.
Both options have merits. Let's weigh the pros and cons of each.
Option 1 could lead to diversification, but it also carries higher risks.
True. Option 2 could enhance customer satisfaction but might limit growth.
Let's consider market trends. Are there demands for new products?
Market research suggests potential in the new product line, but competition is fierce.
What about our customer feedback? Any recurring issues?
Some customers have complained about product quality and slow support.
Addressing those concerns might improve our reputation. Let's discuss resources.
Option 1 would require significant research and development investment. Option 2 focuses on customer service.
We need to evaluate our budget and capabilities. What's our time frame?
Option 1 would take at least a year to launch, while Option 2 will take 2 years.
Consider team skills. Do we have the expertise for both options?
We may need to hire or train for Option 1. Option 2 aligns better with current skills.
That's crucial. Now, let's talk about risks.
Option 1 carries financial risks. Option 2 has reputational risks if not executed well.
Agreed. Let's involve the team. Get their input and concerns.
We'll hold the team meeting to gather their perspectives. It's important to include them.
Good approach. Let's also look at long-term goals. Which option aligns better?
Option 1 aligns with growth, while Option 2 focuses on stability.
Both are valid. We could even consider a hybrid approach.
Explain the hybrid approach. How would it work?
We could gradually expand our product line while concurrently improving support.
That's interesting. It balances growth and customer satisfaction.
It might be a win-win. But we need a detailed plan and timelines.
Agreed. Let's create a task force to outline the hybrid strategy.
Excellent. We should also assess potential hurdles and mitigation plans.
Risk assessment is essential. We'll gather data and formulate a solid plan.
Keep communication open with the team throughout this process.
We'll involve them in decision-making and execution. Their buy-in is crucial.
Perfect. Once we have a concrete plan, we can make the collective decision.
Sounds like a solid approach. We'll meet again to finalize our strategy.
Good morning. It seems we have a disagreement regarding the marketing strategy. Let's work through this together.
Good morning. What's the core of the disagreement?
I believe we should focus on traditional advertising methods, while you prefer digital marketing.
Yes, digital marketing has a broader reach and can be more cost-effective.
I understand your point, but traditional methods have a personal touch and can build stronger relationships.
True, but our target audience is predominantly online, so we should meet them where they are.
That makes sense. Let's consider our budget. Traditional methods can be expensive.
We could allocate a portion of the budget to digital, combining the best of both worlds.
That's a reasonable compromise. Let's talk about metrics. How will we measure success?
With digital, we can track engagement, conversion rates, and ROI more precisely.
But with traditional, we might see long-term brand loyalty. It's not always immediate.
That's valid. We should set clear KPIs for both methods to evaluate performance.
Agreed. What about the team's skill set? Are we equipped for digital marketing?
We may need to invest in training or consider hiring experts if we shift toward digital.
Good point. Let's also consider our competitors. What are they doing?
Most are embracing digital, so we should stay competitive in the digital landscape.
We shouldn't ignore what has worked for us traditionally. It's part of our brand.
I understand the importance of tradition, but we also need to evolve.
I see your perspective. Let's explore a hybrid approach. A mix of both.
A hybrid approach can balance tradition and innovation. It might be our solution.
Excellent. We should create a detailed plan outlining how we'll integrate both methods.
Agreed. And continuous monitoring and adjustment will be essential.
Precisely. Let's involve the team in this decision. Their insights matter.
We'll gather their opinions and ensure everyone is on board with the hybrid approach.
That sounds like a solid plan. Thank you for your willingness to find common ground. Good morning. Today, we'll discuss the project kickoff. Let's ensure we're on the same page.
Good morning. First, what's the project's main goal?
The project aims to streamline our supply chain operations to reduce costs and improve efficiency.
Sounds crucial. Do we have a clear timeline?
Yes, we've set a 6-month timeline with milestones for each phase.
Excellent. Now, what's our project team structure?
We have cross-functional teams involving logistics, procurement, and IT experts.
Great. How about project communication? Any specific channels?
We'll use weekly meetings and a dedicated project management tool for updates.
Good practice. And what about potential risks?
We've identified risks and created mitigation plans to address them.
That's thorough. Let's talk about project deliverables.
Our main deliverables include a redesigned supply chain process and a cost reduction of 15%.
Ambitious goals. Do we have the necessary resources?
We've allocated budget and personnel. We're ready to kick off.
Excellent. Let's set clear expectations for each team member's role.
Agreed. Everyone should understand their responsibilities.
How about project reporting? Who will monitor progress?
Our project manager will oversee and report on progress regularly.
Good. Finally, any critical success factors to keep in mind?
Effective collaboration and communication among teams are key to success.
I couldn't agree more. Thanks for the comprehensive overview.